Is a video describing and explaining the 2 projects that you're going to need to complete by the end of this course. Okay, so the first one is a live performance critique. This is due August 3rd. Now, I say live, if you can see me, live performance critique in quotations. Because of COVID, I have altered this assignment to where you can attend a live performance or you can watch a video of a live performance. Okay, so now if you are attending a live performance, it has to be attended within the time frame of this course. So basically within the 4 weeks of this course. If you're watching a video of a live performance, it doesn't matter when it takes place. So basically what I'm wanting you to do is just to kind of use all the terminology and the information that you're learning in this course and apply it to critiquing a live performance. Now, I'm pretty flexible on what kind of performance that you choose. It could be an instrumental concert. It could be a choir concert. I mean, I know this is summer, so you guys probably don't have kids in school or not in school yourself. But if your kid is in a concert or in a recital, a piano recital or vocal recital or something, and you want to critique that particular performance, that's totally fine. Choral concert could be any kind of genre: rock, jazz, hip hop, ballet with live music, a church service. I mean, if you're really kind of strapped, like, okay, I don't know what to do, you can critique your church service. Just don't tell your worship leader. And again, like I said, you can use a YouTube video of a live performance. And we have lots of live performances that are free this time of year. If there's just a guy sitting in the corner at a bar and he's performing, you can critique him. That's totally fine. If you're not sure of what will constitute an appropriate performance for this assignment, just email me, no problem. So this is due August 3rd, and it's worth 100 points, and I cannot accept late assignments for this because my grades are going to be due, I believe, the next day. So I need to get these, grade them, and get my grades turned in. So I can't accept late assignments. Now, how you're going to do this is you have a table that has specific pieces of information that I want you to provide about the performance, and I give you the point system. You're just going to pick one piece of music to analyze. So for this first one, this is just the general information about the performance itself, and then you're going to pick one piece of music and analyze that one piece. And so you're going to give me the title, the composer, when and where the composer, where do they live, the tempo, and so on. And I've included little videos here to kind of help you to know what I'm talking about if you don't understand, for a major and minor key, what kind of meter. This is one right here, the use of techniques, monophonic, polyphonic, or homophonic. That's one that a lot of people have trouble with. So definitely watch that video to be able to kind of figure out which one you're looking at for your performance. And then this last set of tables is just kind of your overall impression about the performance. Now, the way I want you to do this is I just want you to copy and paste these tables and then fill in the information. So if it works for you to copy and paste this and just put it in a document, or you can actually download, I've got attached this table on a blank Google Doc. You can just do that as well. And just fill in the table. I don't want it written like in a paper form. I don't want paragraphs and stuff like that. Just give me the information. So I would just take this, like print this out and just take the table with you if you're going to watch a live performance or, however you're going to do it. So that's the first big thing that you kind of need to plan for. Next thing is you're going to create a PowerPoint tracing the development of Western music from the Middle Ages to about 1945, the present, basically, the 20th century. Now, again, I cannot accept late assignments for this because I don't have very much time to get these graded and turned in. You do not have a final exam like a test. This final project right here, this is your final exam. So what I've done is just kind of given you the guidelines of what I want you to do here. And then I've created a rubric for you so you can kind of see exactly what I'm looking for. An appropriate number of slides, between about 20 to 30 slides. Your title slides do not count. So if you want to put a slide that says just the Renaissance, and it just says the Renaissance, and then you have information about the Renaissance, that slide will not count. It has to have information on it. You're going to be graded on organization and creativity. The main thing I'm kind of looking for is this instructive? This is like, let's say you were explaining what you have learned in this course about the development of Western music. This PowerPoint would be just a brief overview of what you've learned. You will look for one historical event, historical or cultural event outside of music for each time period, and it's going to be briefly described. You are going to find a major work of art or literature outside of music for that time period, briefly described. And then you are going to provide me with a musical example. You can put the video in the PowerPoint itself, but also always include the link, because sometimes when I get these through Blackboard, I can see that somebody has put a video in there, but it won't play it. So just put the link. And I do click on the links. I do check them. So make sure that you have the right link for your video. Give me information about one composer, include their birthplace, at least 3 facts from their life, style of music that they're most known for, and then also an important style feature for that particular time period. So I'm going to show you an example of what I'm looking for. This is from a previous student. So starting with the Middle Ages, this person described the fall of the Western Roman Empire, basically, and then a piece of art from this time period. And then what this person did is they kind of combined the composer and also an example and a type of music that was prevalent in that time period. And then they also provided me with another slide about another composer. I mean, what I would recommend is whatever composer you're using, find a piece of work from that composer, and you can just kind of have a snapshot of the composer, the piece, and then also whatever the type of music that was. Like, for medieval period, you can look at Gregorian chant. If you're talking about the Renaissance, you can look at madrigals and so on. So anyway, so this is just kind of just going through really quick. This is an example of what I'm looking for your PowerPoint presentation. I want it to be instructive. I want it to be creative. And, just something that would, if someone went through this, they would just have a brief overview of the development of Western music. And then for your works cited, all I want you to do is at the very end is I want you to have a reference for each slide of where you got it. Now, the only thing that this person did not do that I'm just noticing now is they did not say slide number 1, this is where I got this, slide number 4, this is where I got that. So make sure that you actually put the slide numbers as well. So that's that. So that is those are the projects that you're going to be doing. So this is going to be found, let me just kind of show you in the assignments. This is going to be found in week 5 of your assignments. This is the only thing in week 5. Remember, you do not have a final exam. These 2 projects are basically your final. And then I just wanted to kind of show this to you as well. When you click on these, your other assignments, what I've got in here are, this is taking a long time to load. I've got these little reminders. Okay, so after you've done everything for this week, kind of towards the end of the week, complete the Middle Ages section of your project. There's nothing to turn in right here, but this is just to kind of help you to stay on track. And so I did that for the other folders as well. If I click on numbers, I'll click on, say, week 3. So for week 3, you have all of your assignments, and then, like I say, complete the classical section of your final project, because in this week we will have talked about the classical era. So hopefully that's clear. And if you have any questions, like always, just email me.